I noticed something else. This is just high fuel, high speed speculating with a very small area for scientific tests. But I sit at the corner of the bed relative to where our TV's at. This guy, look at this guy. He's going crazy. He loves it. And I have to my left side, as you will see, the TV, which has got Chris Christie, Donna Brazile, closer to me. The spectrum is one of the lies.
Not just things that have happened to us. Well, it's going to get worse. I mean, no, you leave all that behind you, and you think about what God is doing in your life. Then, of course, not only keep living, but keep longing.
When I peek in, there's a mirror through the veil to the bathroom, and I see myself looking so I can check myself and see what I look like.
God helped me do a miracle. I didn't do nothing. I will tell you, I got the remote view, and it's God did me a miracle. He made that so.
It's a matter of attitude.
I couldn't do it.
Keep you from dreaming. And you say, I just don't think I can do that.
Is it?
Well, why don't you
all right. Hell yeah.
Things you can do. And it's not about just having a positive attitude. It's a matter of
this isn't only live. This is his birthday.
His lies. He leans in because it's his duty to listen to this news so he can formulate his worldview. Meanwhile, to heal physical body complex, him, against this, I intersect my own beam.
Pow! Then don't chalk God off as to what he can't do.
No shit.
Because he can do anything and everything that is his will for you. If somebody says, well, that's not the will of God for my life. How do you know it's not? Have you asked him? Now, around my computer, I have all these little sayings that have impressed me and affected me. And I counted them the other day and had 25. Well, here's one of them.
Then, here's where it gets really interesting. Because this dynamic is fully at play. In as much as there's a chessboard in the area in front of me. And I am not playing the chess game. I'm watching the Lord play it. I can't even make it out to be a chess game like that in a 3D sort of way. Because I'm not there like that. My physical body provides only that area of conflict to be percepted. Because I've been developing the holomide perceiver ever since the first moment I had heard it was a thing. It's some sort of new physical organ that is the sign of the new age or something like that. It's supposed to be for our body to be able to process this higher dimension, and it goes to show, it goes to at least a small evidentiary proof such thing may have a need to arise to exist. And I've had one remote viewing experience that's unorthodox to suggest that is so. I come and I sit in this position because I've got... So you're all in my way. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get back into the house. You're walking under my steps, buddy. I'm multitasking the hell out of this. Relax. Relax. I kitty you. Okay? I kitty you. He knows. And the animal is... He is propeller. He is the propeller. It's kind of true. If you look at the breakdown that they give you for dream and soul projecting in the Taoist Manual for Transformation, it says it. It says that if your Shin is the director, then your Chi will be your propellant. And if your Chi is your director, it would be your Po, I think. But you have the three energies in the body. Well, you have the Shin, which is your thoughts and your imagination. You have your Chi, which is your vital force. And then you have your original spirit. You know, it's been polarized so much in the world that these things are very loose. You know, it's very hard to get it locked into being able to say that the Chin, the Chi is the vital force, and that the Shin is the imaginal and the thinking realm, thoughts and intentions. We have mostly physical body after that, but from there I'm going to lean into the prenatal spirit, which is called the original spirit of myself, my family, my kindreds, the people that I'll interact with. And it's from that position most of my misunderstandings of the polarities arise. That is to say, I do live and am from a sixth density understanding reality and have manifested this incarnation as a wandering that. I am now no longer thinking or wondering if that's the case. I can see it clearly is the case. That's the perspective I would like to show, in as much as it provides this very peculiar lens into the totality of reality, which I think is a beautiful, amazing fucking thing. I had to stop talking because the amount of raw, like, emotion, it goes right into your head. And then there's something about that shakes your soul. Because I cannot. It's very hard to even talk for the flood of emotions. Right before I left in the room, I saw Carrie Lake. She's the maybe governor of Arizona. I'm pretty sure, at least I think, that she won. She's come on. She's been on Tim Pool's show, and she's been on Louder with Crowder. And she was having a real difficult time with her election. And I like her the way that she's responded, but I don't know anything about Arizona enough for it to be my state. So I have to say that because my state is Texas, which is also just by chance another southern state, as southerners. And for as many reasons as you would think, the Texans, this and this and that, I would advise you not to. Because I think I've done it for you, and it would just be the eastern half of the South. So I apologize. Because I'm not from there either. I do know some people that I think are in Florida, which is another one of us. And I like that, but I'm not in Florida. I'm in Texas. So you must understand. Now, and I know it's weird to say that, but this is what I want to finish with. The lady, the girl that was interviewing, she asked Carrie Lake about this mailing people on buses across the country. She wanted to know what she thought about it, because when you have actual police officers and they become enforcement tools, even by doing their duty in the respective areas where they have their jurisdiction, they are saying about the busing migrants, they are saying that they have to run it like there may be some sort of crime, because now that we've brought people into America, we are getting to see the effect that luring people to come into America is actually going to be said to be. Because obviously DeSantis did not lure into America any of these people. The migrants are flooding into Texas too. And our governor is also responsible for this, busing people away and out of our state, which is a byproduct of a failure of someone else. And actually more in concert with that President Biden is the lure, and that the wrongful use is this mechanism of bureaucracy that is an excuse and then an enforcement action post the excuse. So they're fighting a very dangerous game with presidencies. But what is most people's misunderstanding is that in the instance of the border, where people are just coming into the country, every person that walks into the country doesn't get the vaccination, doesn't jump through the fire hoops, and is given money immediately, is actually the current administration saying a single fuck you to each American for every one of those people that just come in. And it's only because the way that they're doing it that it's that bad. Because it's already gambled away the 50 dead bodies they found in the hot trailer left in there to suffocate and die. You can't ignore stuff like that. You cannot. We cannot do stuff like that. They ignored that. That ignores every single American from the presidencies. That devaluates America right there. I mean, there is a war going on. That is the war. The girl reporter that asked Carrie Lake about that was shown. She says, I never asked her this. I understand that other people asked you this, but I've never got to ask you this. This is my opportunity. And then they said, we're debuting a new news girl. She's never been here before, and it's another girl. And they had that girl interviewing too. But they had two girls interviewing, and they debuted one, but they really debuted two and didn't say the other one's name. And it's kind of fucked up because that's actually the play that they're making. They're bringing in the blonde white girl who may have been the camera girl, actually. Because she had the really skeletal crew that would go out in the truck. And then they did the glamour shot of the Hispanic girl driving around on her debut to be a news reporter. But I think it's both of them. I think that they've got them teamed up, but they're not saying it. They didn't say it. And I'm going to put this with it so that you see what I'm talking about.